Alright, I am just trying to fix one of these cameras not working for me. Don't know why. It's the one that you see me with, so that kind of doesn't help me if it's not going to work. Oh, come on. It's detected. Add new source. There it is. Hey, look at that. Done. Now I need to just move it to the right spot. Resize it. Maybe. Whoop. That there. Move it down here. Okay, now let's go to me here. I gotta re-add it here. Dang it. Video capture device. Next. Number 2. Add source. Make it big. That's the size I want, I guess. I don't know. Like that, and then put it down there. That's good enough, I think. I think that's good enough. What's up, guys? Sorry for the craziness of that. I don't know, is my chat box not working here? Yeah, I'm not seeing any chat in Streamlabs. Crap. Oh, there it goes. Alright, hey. Now I can see the chat now. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, audio check for me. I'm using a different microphone. As you see right here, I'm using my Rode video mic. Hopefully that's better than the lav mic. Let me know what you guys think. More power, less power. I don't have a drink either. Dang it. Audio is clear. Alright. Hello, TC, Paul, Skewed View. Hello. Thank you. I'm glad this is kind of working. It has been, 2 weeks now since I did a stream, because last weekend I was away. Oh, did I name the stream wrong? That very well could be. Because I streamed on a Sunday last time. Yep, I'll change it here. Saturday night. That'll update in a second. Sign in and try again. Okay, leave that. Let me have to sign in again. YouTube. I'm not uploading something. Go to the dashboard. What are you doing? Man. Mr. Purr, how you doing? Yeah, TC, I'm on the other side of the world, so it is now 10 p.m. here. Hoorah. Almost there. Let me just fix the name of the stream, because I clearly didn't think about that. Get your leg. It's a Saturday. Bam. I'll change his date. Okay, that worked. Oh, I have lots of review prints going right now. Actually, all the printers have gone silent because they all just finished. So I will be restarting all of them here shortly. I'm working on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 filament reviews right now, and the maker box, the March maker box. So I'm trying to get through them here quickly. I have a month left till I move. Well, TC, I am from Pittsburgh. So a lot of people can catch my accent. Some can, some can't. So, Mike Whaley, hello, hello. Let's get, where's, I did just print some Joy-Con. I got a, what's it called? I just got a Switch, which has been fun. So I just printed some Joy-Con holders for them so I could play Mario Kart with the kids and have like something to hold on to. But the Joy-Cons are like this big, like they're tiny. Like I can fit both in the palm of my hand without a problem. So these will help just a little bit, I think. Oh, Mr. Parrot, very cool. Did you get the Easy Connect or did you get the direct wire one? I was sent the cheaper direct wire one. Well, TC, I'm moving continents. I'm not moving cities or states, so it's a little bit harder for me. The easy one, great. Yeah, so I talked to Tim actually. He and I had a Facebook chat a few days ago, I think it was. He saw the video, wanted to give me some pointers on it, and he had told me that the whole reason for the direct wire was obviously a cheaper option, and the Easy Connect has the connectors that I said in the video that it should have. Nat or something. So that's kind of makes sense why it was cheaper. Hey Toby, how you doing? Paul, I am gonna get ready to restart a bunch of printers, a bunch of prints. Missed it, and just hanging out with you guys, see what's going on. Skewed, I am planning as of right now to go to Earth. Do that. Yes, I am planning to go to Earth. Should be fun. I will be in the DC area that entire time for some training, and that is one of the weekends that I believe we have free. I just haven't decided yet. Well, I being my wife has not decided yet whether she and my troop of children are going to accompany me. If they do, great. Hey, if they don't, I may spend the night, do 2 days there. Don't really know yet, but we'll see how it ends up going. But I guess I'll give you guys an update. I mean, guess people watch the streams afterwards. I've been wanting to do a vlog lately, and I just haven't had the time. I hate doing that because you only have time. You have time if you make time. I have not made time to do a vlog in a while, and I've been wanting to because I have a ton of stuff to update on, and just all the different projects I'm working on right now. I just finished you guys can't see it on the floor right here. I have the AlphaWise U10 printer, which is the 400 by 400 by 500 millimeter, basically the CR10 S4 variant, but AlphaWise makes it so it's dual lead screws, humongous print volume, slow as ever to heat up, but it's big. And then I have the TiVo Tornado on the floor over here, right down there. That's the TiVo Tornado that I just finished the video on. That will actually go up this week because I told them I would post it sooner. So that will actually end up going on, I think Friday. It's what it's going to be scheduled for. I'm finishing the editing right now on that one. So there is a lot of printers going on, and there's a bunch of projects I'm not going to get to until this fall. I have here, so I am amassing all the parts for the DIY Prusa Mark III. I have the frame, I have all of the mounting hardware, screws and bits and bobs, all the pulleys, and the belts. Oh, I don't have bolts yet. I have the lead screws and the motors, all that so far. So that I am not going to get to until this fall, sadly. I really wanted to do that before I left, but it's just too much going on, and yeah, that's a big bummer. But the Hypercube prints, so if you guys saw that video, I always get everyone comes in here and says, "Hey, how's the Hypercube doing?" Well, it's printing just fine right now, and I guess the quality is decent. I need to do some more testing on it. I think the belts are stretching, so I'm getting some oddities in prints. They're not like really nice prints. So I will try and put this one up here. Maybe you guys can see the quality on that. The red is super duper reflective, but it's under extruding a little bit, so I think I need to up my E-steps a smidge. It printed fine with like Maker Geek stuff, But everything else I've thrown on, it's kind of under extruded a bit. So I need to play with it some more on that. And then the quality is just meh. I think I need to fix the retractions a bit more on it. But let me catch up to questions on here. Oh, thank you, TC. Thanks, Paul, for hanging out. I appreciate you guys hanging out here. So okay, Toby, I'm looking at your question now. I'm currently working on some parts that have a lot of overhang. When I slice them with Slicer or Cura and print them, they remove the supports at the bottom. Look horrid. Any suggestions? Well, major overhangs, we're going to need weird supports. So you could try. You can download Mesh Mixer, and I know that Angus has several videos on how to use Mesh Mixer. And he has a video, I believe, on how to produce supports with Mesh Mixer. I would say give that a try and see how it works out, or see if the new Cura tree supports help at all, or flip the money by Simplify 3D. That's just me though. I love the supports off Simplify 3D on almost the basic settings that come with it. I tweak a little bit of it to get just better, but the stock settings are pretty doggone good, so I would try one of those other two free options. If you haven't used Mesh Mixer before, again, Angus has lots of videos on how to do things with that. 75 watt heated bed on the CR10S. It's perfect for quick heat. Yes, the AC heated bed, I have one on the Fugatech FT5 here to my left, and it heats up awesome. It's a 12 volt heated bed, 280 watt, I believe is what it is, and it's great. I put a MOSFET on that, and it's excellent. I wouldn't mind doing that to the CR10 printers, maybe one day, but it's not in the cards right now. Check the resistance on the U10 bed, see if it would do 24 volts. I would check that out. It's not a 24 volt printer, so I will need to add another power supply if I want to do 24 volts on that. I can't. Oh, karate. Oh my god, I thought it said karaoke tournament. I'm like, they do tournaments for karaoke? That's amazing. Karate tournament, awesome. Well, you should, Mike, I appreciate you being here, dude, but as a person who did judo for over 15 years, watch your daughter. Hopefully she does well. I know it's boring between matches, though. I used to hate going there, and I'd be there at 8 a.m. ready to go start warming up, and I wouldn't fight until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Ah, that was the worst. Took second place in reforms. Very good. That's awesome. I'm glad she's doing well. Martial arts to me is one of the best things I ever did. I was in the best shape of my life for many years because of that. Yeah, Toby, so yeah, Simplify 3D is not a cheap program. It really isn't. But, you know, if you have multiple printers and maybe you're doing like 3D hubs, you're selling prints, doing things like that, if you can justify it, a hobbyist, I can't justify Simplify 3D. Although I did buy it as a hobbyist before I even did YouTube, I'd already bought the program because it was just amazing. I literally could throw something down, make a few changes, and it printed just fine. Cura was so basic 2.5 years ago, so basic. And now I think Cura has way too many settings in there. There's just so much going on. It's just ridiculous. Some of this stuff here. I think my wife sent me a message. Yes, she's on her way home. But yeah, so there are other ways to get Simplify 3D to test it out, and then I would say purchase it if you like it. That is the route I went. I'm not going to say exactly how I did it on a stream because it's illegal, but there are ways to do that and test it out. I did that. I loved it. I purchased it a week later. It was fantastic. Question: when I use rafts, that lays down perfection, but when it prints the part, doesn't stick and glides over the raft. Well, TC, that could be because you're offset with the raft. So if we go in here, additions, and we're going to use raft, your raft offset from part, where are we at here, desktop? Okay, I don't know if you can see this or not, but the raft offset from part. I don't know what it is in your slicer, but that is the setting in Simplify 3D. And the separation distance, those two, more the separation distance, because after it does the raft of so many millimeters, that's how it's going to get that, and then your separation distance. So that is how high up from the raft it starts your first layer. I'm going to ask this right off. Why even using a raft? It's not worth it in my opinion. So please tell me why you're using a raft. Maybe you don't have a heated bed or something like that. I personally think rafts are the worst thing that anyone could use when 3D printing. Hey, German nerd, what's going on, buddy? Life. Sorry, I cannot pronounce your name, but yes, Cura. Right now, I think for the beginner user, Cura is too complicated now. I think that they went from the one end of the spectrum where they were so basic and they went whoa hard, full retard to like let's put everything to the user and let them see every option that they need. No, it's way too much. Randy, thank you. I didn't do my hair because I was lazy today. I was at my kid's school all day long with a hat on, and I didn't do my hair. I get Star Lord and Matt from Demolition Ranch. A lot of people comment and say that I look similar to Matt, which is too funny. Reflector, I don't know if. Oh, okay. So you are using Cure. I was gonna say I have not gone into the support on the newest one, but I've heard so many people saying that the new tree support is great. So I have not tried it yet for me. Gunner, what's going on, man? Oh, Randy, you pissed off Nightbot. What'd you say? Oh, yeah. Don't spam an emoji. And Repetier Host, I think, is just our garbage program. I really do. I think it's just someone they made something half baked and threw it out there with not a real decent interface. Like, I understand people want feature functionality over how fancy it looks, but no, I can't use it. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm back in the 90s when I use Repetier Host. Rafts on the Ender 2. My truck at times has adhesion due to. Wait, Bill, you're printing in your car? Like, as you're driving around? Are you kidding me? So TC, also, if you're only doing PLA, you don't need a raft to be able to have it stick. Use some glue stick on the glass. It'll hold just fine. Or some blue painter's tape with maybe a little bit of glue if you need it. Or a piece of build tack. Invest in the build tack. You'll never need anything else after build tack. As much as I hate build tack half the time, you use that, it sticks to everything. The Fugatech build surface, the lock build. I mean, there are 4 dozen different adhesion build plates that you could just throw on there and never need to worry about anything. Just print straight onto that. PEI without a heated bed is not fantastic, at least in what I've done with things. But everything else pretty much works great without a heated bed. Oh my God! You print in a semi. That is amazing, dude. That is so awesome. Wow, I honestly that you're like blowing my mind right now. You printing in a big rig. That's great. I wish that you would like do videos or something with that. I think that would be like the most awesome thing ever to hop in the cab with a truck driver as he starts 3D printing. That is just, I'm generally mind blown here. Wow. Yeah, the rap. I, I literally, I'm like lost for words here. Oh my God. That's crazy. Man, that I would make for an awesome channel. You need to send that to me, Bill. I don't know if you can find me on Facebook or something like that. My links are down below. Send me a message, man, because I would so put that out there. The guy who 3D prints while driving a semi truck. That is amazing. Print a semi while printing a semi. Real road printing with Bill. That is pretty crazy, man. I'm actually gonna pull off some prints real quick here. Well, that came out really odd looking. I don't know if you guys do the maker box. I'm printing the March maker box right now, and I have Form Futra's Python Flex here. Give you a sneak peek at how weird it looks. I mean, it printed just fine, whoop stringy, but it just looks so. Oh, I'll go back here this way. Back to me. Like it's stringy, but it's not. It's so textured. Like it's super textured. It's not under extruded at all. Man, it just looks so weird. That is super odd. Put that in there, I guess. Oh. Thanks, Randy. I appreciate it. Tell your daughter happy birthday from Shane. Won't get it, but hey, it's fun. I am working on a gray PLA, and I decided to go ahead and print a TIE Fighter out, which came out, I think, pretty good. It's backwards. This way it goes. A little bit of lifting for the wings there, right in between where those lifted just a little bit. So this was printed on the Anycubic Ultra base. So these are first layers. Quality's alright. There's some weird scaling going on in that printer right now. I like it though. It's a cheap big old TIE Fighter. Hey Bill, thank you, man. I appreciate that. So I said this in other things, but I went ahead and changed up kind of my goals, and I'm saving up for a Prusa Mark III because I want to try one. And he's obviously not going to send me one, so I might as well purchase one. So all of my revenue I've been getting through all the different ways have been just sitting in my PayPal account waiting for me to get. It's going to take me $1,000 to get the printer, and he just released the multi-material version 2 for the Mark III, which is $300. The printer's $700. So I need $1,000. It's going to take quite a while to get that much money, because I don't know if you guys have heard other people, YouTube doesn't make that much money. So thank goodness it's not my full-time job. So Gunner, I would have to do research into that because I am not familiar. I mean, I'm a little familiar with linear advance, but the Bezier curve, I am not familiar with at all. It's just, I haven't found a need for them yet, and I would need to just kind of sit down one day and try to mess with one of my printers to figure that out. You know, maybe one day, but it just hasn't been something on my kind of to-do priority list. Rain, nope. I'm kind of just hanging out here answering questions. Gave a little update on the channel. You can always watch the beginning of the stream if you want to go back a little bit and watch it. We're only what 25 minutes in. Yeah. Do I have any cabinets for my printers? I'm building a custom lac table for the cabinet. Fodder prints. Is it worth it? David, it all depends on the filament that you are using. I find that I'm actually having a little bit of issues with some like PLA inside of an enclosure. So my FT5 is kind of heartbreaking me because it's having issues printing with some PLAs because it's fully enclosed now. I need to I guess I'm going to kind of convert that printer to everything not PLA, all the high temp stuff. And so again, if you're printing polycarbonate, it's great. It's pretty much necessary. ABS, obviously necessary. And again, there's like 40 other different blends, polycarbonates, ABSs, nylons. Nylon does well with a enclosure. So it really depends on what filament you want to use for whatever you're printing. I mainly do PLA stuff. It works for everything I need it to work for, and everything I print for is indoors. Like all of you cannot go to a single room in my house and not find a 3D printed part that I have made. So PLA works just fine in the house. If you're doing outside, ABS, more structural things, PETG, which I have not noticed does any better in an enclosure. Some people say it does, but not that I've noticed. But either way, the lac table, you can do that for what, like 30 bucks? It's pretty cool. And who just did a video on that? Prusa just did one actually. So he made some custom brackets for his that add in a door, which I had not seen before. There might be some out there. But if you haven't printed it yet, or if you're like looking at one, look at Prusa's design. He did a video on it, I think last week or the week before, on how he did his, and you can download the STLs to print his, which is really cool. I liked his a lot. Skewed, I fully plan on it, buddy, one day. The problem is I just have not had time to do a lot of research into other prints. You know, I kind of just will pull random things off Thingiverse as I see that they're cool for like reviews. I do my maker coin for pretty much everything. I come find this one honeycomb vase that I really like to print for reviews. And then obviously I do a benchy, and then I'll usually print just random stuff. Arya the Dragon. This one's from the Hypercube. She just came out perfect. I like printing her. So yeah, I'll have to hit me up on Facebook and send me a link to your guys' page, because I don't think I have it anymore. Live jerk adjustments. Oh, that's interesting. Because with the TH3D firmware, I have the baby stepping enabled, which is nice to see. Just double tap your knob, and baby stepping comes up. Man, flexible supports are rough to get off. One little bit won't come off here. One second here. Okay. Oh, this is the flex one. That goes in there. Where was I? Poly drone printing. Okay. 4 doors. Okay, it works out too. The yeah, so for my tiny whoops, I've been using PETG, which has been working out okay. They're good for a couple crashes, and then they will just shatter. I do have a roll of polycarbonate here. Actually, it's in right down below me is my food dehydrator. It's in there drying out again because it needs it. So I think I'm going to try to print one of the tiny whoop frames with that. I need to add some water to my water cooling loop because it's got a little leak right there. have to fix that. Anyways. The picture doesn't work with my dry box setup. Cabinet. That's not to the chest drawers. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I would love to see that, David. Please do. Okay, so does the Bezier curve require a 32-bit board, or does it work on regular 8-bit stuff? Derek, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Are you okay? That's the question. You've been AWOL. Check. She sent that 20 minutes ago, so she should be home soon. Well, it's good to hear, Derek. I like to see people making content. Oh, where are we at there? I think we're 8-bit. Oh, okay. I actually don't have any 32-bit controllers. Nope. Yep, don't think I have any. Well, unless the smoothie. I don't remember if the smoothie board is or not, actually. I don't remember. Spreading the word for free filament. That sounds fun. You can get free filament through the AIO giveaway, which pretty much everyone wins as soon as you sign up for it. Oh, he drops the sub me. Dun dun dun. Alright, so what the printing gray? I think I want to print another Millennium Falcon. I printed that a lot. I like to print stuff in the color to make it kind of fun. I'll preheat this one. That one preheating. RC, what up? I'm just gonna call you RC because it's easier that way. A lot of feedback, but that's good. That's good, Derek. Who's Derek? Me? Obviously. Him, obviously. That's kind of one thing that every YouTuber can say is that not enough people get good feedback. Or they'll get, oh, you should do this, should do that. Like, not many people actually write on a YouTube comment constructive criticism instead of just bad mouthing somebody or just saying, hey, good video. I like when people give me constructive criticism because obviously I don't do perfect videos. I mean, no one does. And I like to see what the community wants to see more out of me. I actually won. You can't. Can you see it up there? No, it's behind that. So over here, I actually won a PC case. One of my buddies had me asked me like their page. I liked it. All you had to do is like it, I think, and I did. And then I got an email like as soon as the thing ended. Hey, you won a case. Like great. I was kind of just doing it just to do it. But now I have a PC case I have no freaking use for. So I'll probably sell it in the yard sale coming up. The 1911, yes, I love that. Do I have one here actually still? Yep, I actually have one in carbon fiber right here. So here's my 1911 in the Robo 3D carbon fiber. This one turned out really nice. Most of the text is visible. Some of it's a little hard to see on it. I probably needed to slow the print down a little bit for this to come out even better. but it's really tough. Might have been better with like a regular PLA, but with the carbon fiber, it was a little harder. But you can see all the dimples on the bottom. That's where all the mesh mixer support had contacted with it. If I take a little bit of heat, blow a heat gun on there, those will disappear. So that'll be sweet. Mr. Purr, the one thing you should try to print is this is what's her name? So this is Major's. Whoops. This is Major's thermoplastic, whatever it's called, pistol, which is pretty sweet. I want to get a resin printer because I want to resin print the actual body, and then I have carbon fiber prints for the accents on it. And I mean, it's small. I mean, it's not quite 26 sized. 26s are quite a bit smaller, but this is somewhere between a Glock 17 and a 26 in its size, because I mean my pinky goes all the way past the trigger guard up here. But it's a pretty interesting gun. I really like it, and the model needs scale a little bit as well because it's really hard to get it together. But this was by far one of my favorite guns that I had actually played with, or printed, I should say. I played with it, I printed it. Yeah, PETG is, I mean, awesome. I print PETG a lot now. I still get mostly PLAs for reviews, but lately I've been getting a lot of PETGs as well. That's a message, I don't know what it is. Oh, like generally kind of. Yeah, so smaller channels do allow me. Hello, subscriber, MMPP0. Being a smaller channel, you know, I'm only just over 7,000 subscribers now. I have the time, and I don't get a lot of comments. I mean, I'm getting what, like 15 per video as soon as it posts, so it's not too bad. But I have the ability to reply to everyone, whether I make time or not. Again, is that other thing I talked about, making time. So I have to just make time more often to reply to videos, because I was traveling in Europe for a couple weeks, then we came back, then we traveled for the weekend, then we came back, jet lagged kids, I was jet lagged, work's been crazy. I have not made time to reply to all the comments, so I am trying much harder now to stay on top of the YouTube comments. Gunner, I only get it when I need to. That's all I'm gonna say. A Stargate Atlantis gun. That sounds cool. So you've only printed PLA. PETG is probably the next best thing to print. You don't need high temp. You don't need an all metal hot end. You don't need a hardened nozzle. You don't need an enclosure. So I think after PLA, PETG is the next level to print with. And then if you have a direct drive extruder, flexible after that. If you're wanting to kind of test out and learn new materials, that's the way my progression would go. Oh, thanks, Derek. I know everyone's been bugging me for to finally post it. It's printing okay. Who's this? All right, she's on her way now. It's printing okay. I am noticing. So I have the camera on it right now, so you guys. I don't know if I can have that here. No, none of those are working. Okay. So I know it's small. It's right here, but or it's up there. Yeah. So I am seeing a little bit of deflection in the belts while it's printing. I mean, they're pretty tight, but there's going to be deflection anyway, simply because of how the Core XY kinematics work. But I think I need to get some steel reinforced belts instead of the cheap ones that I'm using right now, because there's a little bit of stretching, there's a little bit of deflection that I think if I was using higher quality belts, I could get better results. Prints are coming out pretty nice though, and the bridging, this is going to be really hard for you guys to see, is pretty much the best out there. There's a few little strings right in that front one on the longest one, but this bridging test came out amazing on it. I was super surprised. There's zero ghosting on it, so I have a lot of the cubes here. Come on, it's not gonna focus on it. It's yellow and it's hard. Anyways, there's like zero ghosting on it, which is nice. The Aria of the Dragons came out really nice in 2 different filaments I've done so far. So I'm liking it a lot, but there is some more I need to do with it to get it kind of settled in there. Yeah, so Gunner, yeah, I mean if you spend it's not even they're what $15 for Micro Swiss, and that's what I have Micro Swiss on 1, 2, 3 or 4 of my printers right now have Micro Swiss hardened nozzles, and I love them. They do great, and I can print anything through them and not even have to worry about it. So I wouldn't go Ninja Flex off the bat. It's super expensive, unless you're gonna go with like their Cheetah filament. So Cheetah is not as flexible as like their really flexible stuff, so it's easier to print with. There is some filament like the MakeShaper TPU is so doggone flexible. It's like the Shore rating. I forget what the Shore rating is on it, but it's like it's good stuff once it's printed. But I mean, it's like print with a wet noodle. It's really tough sometimes. Form Futures, Reform, Titan. See, Form Futura and I do not go well together. No matter what filament that I get in the maker box, it prints like crap. It must just be me, but every other filament I print with comes out pretty great. And then I get the Form Future filaments, and it's just, I don't get why it prints so poorly. I really don't. Alright, David. Yep, send that to me. Have a good day at work. That's fine. The message is just fine. Thanks for watching, bud. So, Derek, my wife did give me the kind of okay to print a giant printer. To make a giant printer, not print a giant printer. Excuse me. She kind of gave me the okay to make a giant printer when we move. But I got to get down the weight of our stuff. When we travel by weight allowances. Right now, I am way overweight. So I got to get the weight down. I got to sell some stuff. I got to get rid of some things, give some things away. So I really need to get on top of that, like soon. we pack out in like a month, so I need to do that, and then I can make a giant 3D printer, which is really what I want to. I want to make a big one that has almost a meter cube volume with a 2mm. I can't do 2mm, like the 1.2mm nozzle, the biggest I think you can do. I really want to do that. All right, Gunner, thanks. I'll check it out later. Hey, Matt, what's going on? All the other supports. The Cura supports for me do not remove at all, and you have to. That's the one thing that kills me. You have to go and watch someone's tutorial on how to set up Cura supports. It should work off the bat. Period. They're not. I can't say anything about that. The Simplify 3D supports I think are the best out there, in my opinion. Some people don't think so. Again, everyone has their own opinion about it, but I have not found a slicer that has as good or even comes in anywhere near the same universe as the Simplify 3D supports. RC, I am from the US. I am not in the US. My job takes me overseas, so that's where I live. I already have a video just on support. No. So in my overview video, I did a section on support in there, and I think I have the it time stamped in there, so you can just kind of click on it and go to the support section. So you can go ahead and check that out. I do have a video on like a Simplify 3D overview, so go to that video and check it out. Yeah, the Cura supports, they just adhere. They just like are slapped to it. Again, I have not tried the new 3.2.1. That was old 2.7 maybe whenever I did that video. And they just stick to it, and they always have. So I would need to check it out. Mark, hello. Yes, this is live. Hence the live button probably blinking on your screen. Jesse, how's it going? I need to, I'm currently just doing review prints, but I need to find something to print. I was looking at, what's called here. I did find some new things for the Switch, so that I could charge it while it's standing up. Where did that go? There it is. These seem pretty simple. I'm gonna try them out. I thought I had a playlist for stuff to print for it. Can't remember now. Trying to find it. Let's go collections. Move those. Oh, they have different angles. Mamma mia. I have no idea which angle I want to do. Oh man. Oh, I didn't go over here. Derek, I did not go look at it yet. Alright, Bill, yeah, please do. I'll love to see that. Again, yeah, I'll check it out, Gunner. It does sound super interesting. I want to see how that works. Well, Jesse, luckily someone comes in and moves me, and I unpack everything, but they at least pack everything up. But I have to like be around to make sure things are packed like to my standard because I don't want things to break. As again, I'm moving continents, so I mean it's still a lot of work. It's still hectic, and worrying about the weight deal kind of kills me. Kills the wife more because she's more worried about that than I am half the time. I think 60 degrees should be alright, right? I mean, like that. 65 seems like too much. Let's do it at 65. 45, 55. Let's do these two. Let's do 45, 55. And need to move some of these around. Get them off the edge of the bed at least. And that should be fine. And what's this on? This is the Anycubic i3 Mega. Actually, we're going to go ahead and bump up the infill to 30. 3 layers. Great print. Don't need support on this one, I don't think. That should do alright. Skirt's too big. 5 millimeters. I gotta get my SD card. Do I use ABS at all? So, I'm currently printing with Repco 3D sent me black and white ABS to test out. They said some of their customers have been having issues with it. I have not had a single issue with it. Here is a pretty beautiful big old benchy printed in their ABS. My maker coins came out just fine in their ABS. I still have more testing to do with it, but so far everything is printed great. Okay. But ABS again, it's unless you have a area that you can kind of keep a printer from having any wind or breezes by or an enclosed printer, it's really hard to print with ABS, and it's also super toxic. That's another thing. I have a charcoal filter on the FT5 now, so that helps out. And y'all, don't stop looking at my butt back there. Yes, I have tie shorts on because tie shorts are amazing. And if you don't have any, you need to go to Thailand and get a pair of tie shorts because they're so fun. They have elephants on them. That is not where you're supposed to save to. That's where it's supposed to save to. There we go. What'd I miss? The ABS for me, I'm printing on the FT5 again because it's enclosed. Alright, RC, take it easy, bud. Well, Gunner, as you know, due to the job, that's kind of not an option, and I don't think the wife would approve. So that's not going to happen. No, I was in Thailand for almost 2 months for work. Loved it there. Good people. Thais are super duper friendly, which is insane. But yes, I do love my Thai shorts. I'm in the right thing. Did I just lock this one, or did I unlock it? I locked it. Unlock it now. Like I say, that i3 Mega is one of my favorite printers, man. Put something on there, hit print, walk away. Done. Don't even have to worry about it. Excuse me. I really need a drink. But we're not going to stay live too much longer, so I'll be alright. And so something gray. Probably something Star Wars. No, I have a Switch thing here somewhere. I thought I did. Nintendo Switch. There it is. I did make a list of stuff. Not many things though. Like nothing really. I thought I had more stuff than that saved for it. But I'm going to save this one though. This Citadel looks pretty sweet. I'm going to print this on the CR10. Change this to the CR10. Yep, save that. Do 20% infill. Four top. 2 layers. Turn that off. I was just doing a vase on that printer, so hence that. The Citadel looks pretty sick. Ooh, it's a big file. So this is the Citadel. Look at the print. Looks pretty cool. I think it'd be fun. We shall see. Where's that? There it is. The MP Select Mini V2. I have one for the Monoprice Select Mini, so if you send me a message, Toby, on my Facebook page, I'll be happy to send you a copy of my profile. I mean, the V1, V2 should be pretty much the same. Retraction might be a little bit different, but it's a starting point if you want to use that as like a start with this and go up now. Well, Gunner, it is Saturday night for me. We're almost at 11 p.m. So, well, these streams have gone into Sunday before. Some of them have been quite long, but tonight it will not be that late for me. 1754 is so night. It's after dinner. That means it's nighttime. The sun is on its descension. Oh, you get your Zulu time and go away from here. I'm gonna start making all of my stream titles in Zulu time just for people so they know when it is. Did that finish downloading it? Yes, the Citadel. Oh, so it's got 3 parts here. So let's look at the parts. So it's got a 2-part, and it's got a hollow version. Well, I have a big printer. We can do 1 version, and we're gonna scale this sucker up. So 200 might fit, maybe you think? 200%. Ooh, look at that. There that is. That's gonna take a butt ton of filament. We're gonna definitely lower that down to like 10%. We'll just do another top layer. And we're gonna up the layer height. No, leave that at 0.2 is fine. How long is this sucker gonna take? I prefer to print stuff for my wife because then she has a reason to keep me around. I don't want to get her home printer because if she starts becoming independent, we can't have that. She needs to have me. 28 hours. Whoa, I don't think I want to print that. That's long, man. That's a lot of infill. What happens if I change it to rectilinear? How much is that going to change it? Where are we going? Where are we going? Infill. So rectilinear. And so that was 28 hours for fast honeycomb. Rectilinear is any faster. And away that printer goes. Okay. 28 hours, 28 minutes. No difference at all. I wonder if I can get away with anything less than 10 on this. I don't know. I definitely don't know. I wonder if he gives me examples. He did 0.15 millimeter layer height. We'll leave it at 10%, but we're going to back to fast honeycomb because I like it better. And for the print, get this new part out. Yeah, I mean, but 10%, I mean, it's not that much filament, really. It's not that much support. I'm kind of worried about these stairs here having enough support on them when they come up. You know, and then you got like this part right here. I'm pointing the screen, y'all can't see that. But this part right here, you know, is printing basically onto the air for the initial part. So, and this right here as well, over here, prints on air over top the support. So, and I don't feel like doing multi-process to do different amounts of support, because obviously when I get up to like here, you can lower the support down a lot. Heck with it, save it. Citadel hole. It's going to take a while. 15% seems a little bit much. But I did up my top layers, so up to 5. So if it is having any issues, it usually sorts itself out by the 4th layer. And the 5th layer is just butter on the cake. So icing on the cake, butter on the cake. And 15 is going to add like another 10 or 12 hours. And even though it says 28, it's probably going to take near 40 hours to complete on the CR10. So hopefully we don't have any power outages. Oh, Derek, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. I normally use 0.2 millimeter layer height because printing anything this large for that low of a layer height is not worth the time, in my opinion. I mean, unless I was being like commissioned to print these, but there's no reason to print anything else now. I could go up to like 0.28, but I like 0.2's quality mix in there. So Jesse, a lot of people say the Hypercube evolution. I personally do not see the advantage in the Hypercube evolution. There really isn't much advantage to it at all. There is no structural difference between the 2020 and the 3030 extrusions for a 200 or 300 millimeter printer. Now, if we're talking a meter, or even maybe if you get up to like maybe 600 or 700 millimeter print volume X and Y, yes, I could see the benefits in 3030 or 4040 extrusions, but I cannot see it anything else to. There's no reason to do anything other than 2020 extrusions. There really isn't. So advice, Derek, I'd say take it. It's awesome when companies come to you and they want you to do stuff, especially because UK. I feel like there's not enough UK review channels out there or people reviewing UK stuff. There's a few of the big ones that do it, but there's not many that I see. So it would be good to have more options for the UK folks. Obviously here in the States, it's super easy. You have so many options for filament. It'd be nice to see somewhere else. How much film is that going to take? 143 meters. That's alright. I got a lot. Okay, so that's going now. I can remove the flex off this printer. Now I have a color changing PLA to print. That should be fun. This one came zip tied. That's no fun. I think I have some twisties here that I can use. Hey Bill, I just got your link. I don't know if you're still here, but I just got your link on my phone, so I will most definitely check that out. Hopefully tomorrow when I have some more time. Right, so that one's done. The Pro PLA is done, but I didn't take it off the printer yet. And the nylon is done. Where's the nylon at? Where's the ABS? Oh, here it is. Nylon's done. So I've got Gizmo Dork's color changing PLA to test out. I guess we'll do this on the FT5 again. Why the heck not? For Fuga, just to 200%. Change the printer to the FT5. Some people like seeing my process when I do things like this. Some people don't. To each their own. Add support. I need to go to the PLA settings. There we go. Turn it just to 60, and then what's this one say to print at? Fine, we'll just do it at 215. 2. Update that. Tires, infills, fast honeycomb. 10 off of that. Sport is on. Sport down 25. So too high. Update, okay. I need to rotate this 180. Enter the range, prepare to print. This SD card in. Alright, Skew, take it easy. Save this. And it's ready. Again, that's just my opinion. If you want to do the things that matter in the hypercube are going to be your X tubes. So I am using 10 millimeter carbon fiber tubes. I'm using 10 millimeter on the Z, and I'm using 8 millimeter on the Y. The bigger the printer, the larger you need those to be. So on the big printer that I end up doing, I'm hoping to source some decently large carbon fiber tubes with very thick walls, like 2 or 3 or 4 millimeter thick walls. Because carbon fiber is so much lighter than aluminum, it's a much better option. Of course, they spooled this one differently, and it doesn't fit on the spools. Curse you, MakerBox! Curse you. And Jesse, I don't know where you're going to buy your extrusions from, but I know I got all of mine from Fugatech, and it was like $7 a stick, which was pretty great of a price. And then I know Ziltech also sells it, and the price is, again, also pretty decent. One and difficult. And I hopefully will be doing a hypercube with Ziltech kit this fall. I need to finish working out the details and arrangement with them, but I know they're in the middle of a move, or they're finishing their move up right now, I think. So hopefully that'll be a joint venture with me and them. Okay, that one's almost ready to go. Oh, thanks, Iceman. Haven't seen you in a while, man. Where you been? You were in some of my earlier streams. I just remember the name. Oh, Iceman, don't do repeating things. Nightbot doesn't like it. Probably should turn that off if I ever get some time to get over and do it. How fast did I have that set to? I don't even remember if I was set my speed. Speed's 50. That's a little slow. That'll be alright though, I guess. Ooh. Well, getting back to shape is always good. I can always condone that one. All right, well I've got these final prints going. So if there's anything anything new coming up, guys, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it for the night. Iconofill. Hang on, let me look that up real quick. Oh, it's from filaments.ca. They actually sent me stuff not long ago that I reviewed. Looks like $15 for the kilogram, unless someone else sells it. Jesse, I got it off of eBay. AliExpress had some, but eBay was end up being a better deal for what I needed, and I just cut it down using a hacksaw, so it's pretty easy. The tool changing design by E3D, yeah, that's pretty amazing. It just sucks that how expensive it is. The base alone, without any electronics, any hot ends, any nozzles, any extruders, it's $1,000 for the frame. No, wrong. All right, I will copy and paste directly what you're doing here. Control C, Control V. Is that a video I'm looking for or what, dude? Oh, I personally don't like the master spool idea. I might be the only one out there that doesn't. I don't think that you should have to print a spool for something you're going to use. It's just the company cheaping out, in my opinion. My favorite PLA, Fugatech PLA, or Ziltech. I think Fugatech is pretty sweet though. I prefer a heated bed which moves forward and backwards or up and down. I prefer one that moves up and down. The i3 style printer, you will always have wobbling issues because your bed is moving, especially for really, really tall prints. But if it's injection molded, that means I have to buy it. Again, why should I spend $8 to buy a spool when the filament should come with it? It's just me. Yeah, because they have to spool the filament and then take it off the spool and tie wrap it while it's on there. It's much more labor intensive, I think, for them to make that. So the cost of filament would actually go up because the man hours to spool per spool would go up. I think. I don't know. I got it right here, Gunner. It's up. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it. Yeah, maybe it's me. I don't know. Yeah, and so the dad's filaments again. Why would I spend $8 shipping or like €8 shipping for filament? That's ridiculous. It's $10 for shipping. It's so stupid. Oh yeah, so these printers are all going, and I am dying of thirst. I'm getting hungry. So I'm gonna call it a night, guys. It's been over an hour here. So thanks for hanging out tonight. I will hopefully do this again next weekend. I should be around for the next couple weeks. So, but over the summer I will be taking a long break from doing these. So we'll see how it ends up going. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys make sure you're subscribers so you get notifications when these come out. If you hit the bell icon, you'll get an email when I go live, or I think when I schedule it as well, you end up getting email. But it's good to have that kind of stuff. So thanks everybody for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Should probably do it here so you can see me. So yeah, bye. Thanks guys.